The former Republican governor of Virginia, Bob McDonnell, has now been sentenced to 2 years in prison, following his conviction last September on federal corruption charges. His attorneys have signaled they will appeal. Both McDonnell and his wife Maureen were found guilty of trying to cash in on the governor's office. A judge just handed down the prison sentence to the former governor, rejecting the prosecution's request for a minimum 10-year sentence. So as we mentioned, he's getting 2. But let's go back. At the center of this whole scandal was this man, businessman Johnny Williams, seen here with Maureen McDonnell. Prosecutors say the governor and his wife got about $177,000 in loans and vacations and gifts and other valuables from Williams in exchange for political favors. To be more specific, some of those gifts included Louis Vuitton designer shoes and clothes and iPhones and golf clubs. You get the picture. So here you have it, the 2 years. That's the news that's just come down. I think you had told one of my colleagues here at CNN, as far as these prisons go, that, these inmates can pick out a phony. They know who's lying, who's a BS artist. Now that we know he's going in for 2, what's your one piece of advice for him?
Well, again, to be humble and to be honest and keep your head down. 2 years is terrible for him and his family. I remember when my sentence came down, whatever amount of time you get in prison is terrible. But the truth is it could have been a lot worse. I think the judge was relatively fair to him. The prosecutors were asking for 10 years. I think that was egregious. But when he goes in there, he's going to wind up spending, depending on where he goes, somewhere between 15 and 18 months in the prison. And at that time, he'll basically be one of the inmates. And he needs to keep his head down, be humble, and just try to get along with everybody.